All right, so this is where that clean workspace comes into play. Process equals product, right? If you're quick with all these steps, then you're gonna have a quick looking piece. All right, so I got that scraped off. Oh, I need to be better at it. I got this scraped off pretty good. Now, in an ideal world, I would have scraped it off and hit it with a damp cloth. And all that clay dust, as long as there's no wood in there, can go right into my slip. Now I've got my cube. I can start kind of dropping it on its edges. It's more set up than it was. It's a bit of a high side. I can even take my scraper and work it on a diagonal and kind of clean it up. But remember, we don't want to drag it. You don't want to drag it right up this edge, right? You don't want to drag it like this. You want to take it on a diagonal off of there, and you'll get these little bits that come off this edge. The edges are still a little soft. Now, what I do not want to do, water is the enemy. A lot of people who start off working with clay think, oh, I'll get it wet, it'll get all smooth, it'll get it all together. Water makes it blow up and get really wet, and then as it dries and the water leaves, it shrinks and it cracks. The other thing that water does is it won't smooth it. The water will take the clay away and expose the aggregate, the sand, or what's called grog that's in the clay. So you may be sitting there trying to smooth it, and you're just washing the clay away. The clay is the smooth part, and you're exposing the aggregate that's in this clay. And this clay has a little bit of aggregate in it, you may have noticed. It has some sand, and it's actually ground up fired clay. So you can see I can really take my time on this and really get all these edges to look very, very clean. So I'm starting to lose some light out here, and I can't see everything perfectly well. So I'll probably work this a little longer and then come back to it. Again, I'm working on this diagonal. I've kind of lost the ability for it to be wet enough to kind of put another straw in there. So I have to be a little bit careful with that. But the cube is really starting to come to life. And so in the next video, we'll talk about options as to what you can do to the cube to finish it.